Hi guys, welcome back. This week I want to talk about how we can support you in your research while you work here at Mount St. Mary's. So one thing that I think is a really great opportunity for adjuncts is that if you are interested in doing teaching and learning research, that is research about what works and doesn't work within the higher education classroom, you can get a couple of funding supports from our university in order to help further this research and help contribute to the scholarship on the teaching and learning in psychology at Mount St. Mary's. So the main resource that we have in order to fund teaching and learning research at Mount St. Mary's for people who are not full-time faculty members is something called the Program Enhancement Grant. And the Program Enhancement Grant is an internal grant that we have at the university that I, as a program director, can apply for on behalf of anybody within the department, as long as it's going to improve the department overall in terms of their teaching and learning, or if this was some other research topic to support the program in general. And one of the nice things about this is that this gives us the opportunity to fund teaching and learning research, especially at conferences. So if you're trying to get together a publication or something like that, a conference can be a great intermediary step to help present that research initially and get some feedback on it before you're sending it off to publication. And the other thing about doing teaching and learning research that's really amazing is going to the teaching and learning conferences, because there you're surrounded by all these other like-minded faculty members who are really interested in improving teaching and learning in order to improve students' lives across their fields. Now, of course, many of the ones that I've gone to in the past are related to psychology, but those of you who are teaching for us from the biology department or math department, there are teaching and learning conferences in almost every field within higher education. While I'm most familiar with those in psychology, obviously I could help point you towards some that might be more field specific if you are one of the biology or math teachers that teaches within our department. The second opportunity that I want to talk to you about is the Keck Grants, and these are grants that we have at Mount St. Mary's that help fund summer research initiatives for faculty members and for students. The key here with the Keck Grant that makes it a little bit different is that you have to do research with students. And ideally this is on some sort of project that would help improve the students' chances of getting additional research opportunities later on down the road. So if you're interested in working with students, come talk to me about some of the Keck Grant opportunities as well. The third source of funding for research projects at Mount St. Mary's typically comes from some of our centers. And what the centers are ones that align with our larger mission. So obviously, because we are a women's university, we have a Women and Genders Center that funds faculty research that's related to gender issues. Additionally, we have one related to the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet. If you're interested in religious scholarship, that might be a better center to check out. Additionally, one of our pillars is innovative teaching and learning across the curriculum. And so we have a Center of Academic Innovation and Creativity, which also sometimes has other funding opportunities above and beyond what I've already talked about. So I'd encourage you to check out some of those programs because they're open to anybody who's doing research at the university. I think that's one of the misnomers is that sometimes I think that's one of the misnomers that adjunct faculty sometimes have is that because you're adjunct, that you can't be involved in those scholarship opportunities. And while the scholarship opportunities may be slightly different for adjunct faculty members, there's still lots of ways that I can help support you in your efforts. I just need to know that you're interested in doing so. So if you reach out to me and want to talk a little bit about some of the research you're interested in doing, I'd be happy to hear you out. And again, like I said, we've got these opportunities that are already set aside to improve programs, and they're set aside for any type of faculty member. So you might as well take advantage of them. With that, I'll leave you to check out some of the resources that I've linked to below that includes more information about our centers, as well as a little bit more information about those program enhancement grants so that you can check them out and we can talk about them some more later on. See you next week.